Here, 72 more books.
Everything
Did we
is
get all the
negotiable.
volumes? So much valuable knowledge saved, and it would not have happened without your help.
Your
This has
patronage
been
is
a most
always
profitable venture,
appreciated.
Felly. I do hope we work together again in future endeavors. Yeah. Okay. Well, this was a nice day out. Hey fellas.
I will aid you
I
as
studied the
best
key
I
you brought
can.
back from Torghast Felly. It confirms that Jaina Proudmoore is still being held somewhere in the tower. However, we do not know precisely where. Countless souls are captive inside that wretched place. A few may be intact, but many are shattered and broken. Take pity upon the remnants and free those you can. Perhaps they will be able to aid our search. See if you can gain any new insights from the trapped soul remnants in Torghast.
The balance must be restored.
Sure thing. More Walker, I need just a moment of your time.
I live to serve.
More Walker,
More
allow
Walker.
me to introduce myself. I am Virain. I deal with assets and liabilities for Cartel V. I have heard that you are able to freely travel between Oribos and the Moor, a place of great interest to my cartel. Would you mind if I ask you a few questions about it? Sure, I guess not. You will, of course, be properly compensated for your time and information. They are the most valuable of commodities,
Fortune
after
and
all.
wealth to you.
I appreciate your willingness to provide us with your knowledge of the Moor. Question 1. Is it true that the Jailer's forces have grown in both strength and number? Yes, the Jailer's forces have grown more powerful since Denathrius's betrayal. So it remains quite a dangerous place in which to conduct business. That leads to my next inquiry. Question 2. Do you find it challenging to survive amidst the oppressive and unceasing horrors within the Moor? Well, it's a challenge, but I can overcome it. Of course, of course. That brings me to my final question. As you have braved the Moor, has Venari proven to be a valuable ally to you? Before you answer, you remember that Venari specifically told you not to mention your arrangement to anyone. Venari? Who is Venari? Oh, I'm sure you are quite familiar with her by now. There is no way a mortal like you could survive an excursion to the Moor without her assistance. Tell me everything about your dealings with Venari. If she has chosen not to return to Oribos with you, then she will have questions to answer as well. Sorry dude, I've never met anyone named Venari.
I know our endeavors
see.
will prove
How
profitable.
unfortunate. A word of advice, Moor Walker. Be careful who you trust. Especially within the Moor. Okay then. Hey, Venari.
Have you
Someone
come to
from
trade,
your cartel was asking
or
me
to
about
waste
you.
your breath?
Cartel V was asking you questions about me. I'm flattered. Make sure you never tell them anything. Ever. Come, there's work to do.
Do not draw the jailer's eye.
I've discovered that one of the jailer's inquisitors is attempting to devise a method to track my movements. Clearly that is a problem for me, and by extension, it is a problem for you. The Inquisitor has risen to the top of my list of potential threats. In the past, I would have had to deal with him myself, but now, I have a business partner. Put an end to him, yes? And if you can, determine exactly how he intended to track me.
Will that be Rule 4? Maintain a list of those who might wish to end your existence. Do not flatter yourself. Your presence on this list is among the least of the Morsworn's functionaries. At the top of my list is an Inquisitor. His position has risen. I would be most generous were his existence to cease, by your actions.
Sure, Venari, I can do that for you. I believe this is the guy she was talking about. The brokers cannot hide forever. Plural. The jailer sees all. Clandestine operative from Cartel V. This sphere pulses with magic that is utilized by the brokers. A message is inscribed on it. We know what you did, Venari. You will pay the price.
I have limitless time.
Have you learned anything
do
of
not.
Inquisitor Devaki's tracking methods? I got this sphere thing from your cartel. Fine work. This should keep the both of us safe from the Morsworn. I will hold on to the sphere that you found for the purpose of study. Don't you have other matters to attend to?
Trust. My cartel has been sending agents into the Maw for some time. A dangerous assignment, but the lure of valuable information has a certain appeal to my kind.
Your cartel says they know what you did. Is there something you're not telling me? Oh, there are many things I choose not to tell you, as I am sure there are many things you do not tell me. Trust is built on discretion, Maw Walker. Without it, business would be impossible. That being said, I have trusted you with my most valuable secret, the location of this very refuge. I ask
I will
only that you
detain
trust
you
me in
no
return.
longer.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Gods know if my allies knew of half the things I've done, they might not look upon me so favorably. Okay, Bolvar wants me to free some soul remnants, and hopefully get some info from them in the process. Hey, I'm back. Freed a bunch of souls. Can't say they gave me any useful
We will
info though.
face
It is good that
whatever
you saved those tortured souls, Feli. A pity none could help our cause. I must ponder our path forward. You will hear from me again when I know how to best proceed. Sounds good, mate.
Fight for Azeroth.
The Shadowlands was never meant for mortal eyes. Do not trust your perceptions, and be wary,
Chains
always
of the
wary.
past
Think you've
still
told me that before.
From one sapling.
Anima flows into the deepest of roots, feeding the mushrooms. Long has it been since we used the rings to travel across Arden Weald. Restore our connection to the mushroom network.
Gentle boughs sway in the wind.
Right, I used some anima to get this thing up and running again. Oh yeah, and this thing too.
Growth is the nature of all.
We regrow with hope. This device can soak the roots of our great canopy in anima. The branches thirst for it. As each of the great trunks is filled with anima, it will begin to bloom once more. You may find those under its boughs ready to aid you, or you may find new challenges that await you in the shade. Now, bring anima to the sanctum, and use the device to direct it out into the Weald. Let the blooms flourish once more.
Cultivate your spirit.
Channel anima to Glitterfall Basin, allowing access to a special treasure. Or, channel anima to Dreamsong Fen, allowing you to fight an enemy champion. And I can channel to either one once per day. Okay then.
You nourish me with your
The roots are soaked in anima once more. Return to the device periodically and channel more anima, so that all may drink deeply. As you gather anima and channel it, the flows will grow stronger. While they will not last for long right now, eventually you will be able to reinforce the channel, making a permanent connection. Soon, all will open their blossoms and bloom in full once more. Alright, not terribly exciting, but this mushroom network sounds pretty useful. Let's go take a look at it. Oh, down there.
Your form suits you.
Normally we'd been seeing some mushrooms sprouting by now. Well, that's not great. But no cause for alarm yet. It has been a long time since our ring withdrew from here, and we probably need to go to its source to get it to return. Unfortunately, I haven't heard from the Chief Mushroomancer, Cortinarius, since the crisis began. Please, find him and help us rejoin the rings. Head west of Dreamsong Fen to the stalks. You can't miss them. Just follow the mushrooms.
Tread lightly upon the leaves.
Up there, all right.
Who goes there? Are you here to help?
Probably.
I would be glad to
Finally,
assist you.
a friendly face. Are you with the hunt? You don't look like you're from around here. I will do whatever I can to preserve this grove. The mushrooms are under attack. I need your help, or we risk losing it all. Some Fae wearing strange masks came in and demanded to gain access to the rings. When I told him they were closed due to the drought, they attacked me. I'm too weak to fight back now, and I'm cut off from the center ring. These Fae have destroyed so much, but there is something we can do. Sprinkle some of these spores on their corpses so we can regrow the rings. Even when slain, our enemies can still serve Ardenweald.
As the Queen wills it.
The damage wrought here is severe, but it can be reversed. My master is weakened by all this destruction, but mushrooms are difficult to completely eradicate. By restoring power to the rings throughout the grove, we can strengthen them once again. Take this beacon, use it near a damaged mushroom in a ring, and watch how quickly nature can heal its wounds.
There is a cave near the center of the stalks. Meet me there once you are done.
Sure. Now there should be a cave somewhere. Ah.
How can I help?
They will begin their assault at any moment. I hope you're prepared. Their bodies will nourish the growth and restoration of the Fey Rings. It is a worthy end for them.
Is it time to
Together
go
we
already?
are strong.
For Arden.
Behold, Marasmius. This is his home, his heart. Every mushroom in Ardenweald, maybe even all of the Shadowlands, stems from here, and the masked Fae want to take him for their own purposes. As Chief Mushroomancer, I cannot abide this. Our foes may look mindless, but they are clever. They will have tracked my position by now. I shall make my final stand here, and hope that Marasmius is strong enough to lend his aid. Will you stand with me, rogue?
Farewell.
Of course.
I serve the Queen.
Let us face them.
On to the next task. Here they come! Make ready!
Fool, you led us straight to our goal. Slay them.
While we're waiting,
Marasmius! He's helping us!
No matter. We are endless. I shall slay you myself. I will tear it out myself! No! The paths!
Those miscreants got what was coming to them! We make a pretty good team, the three of us.
dear God, I didn't even notice you there. About time you showed up. Good thing I took care of all those young ones, eh? An old booming voice fills your mind. More are coming. I would rather not lose more of myself, and I don't want you to think I'm not appreciative of the work you and Court here have done. How about you take a ride on the rings and give those oafs a good thrashing? We'll teach them not to mess with Marasmius and his fey rings.
Tell me when you're ready, young one. This is always unsettling for first-timers.
K. Traveling in my filaments is painless and quick. If you haven't lost your mind, I can give you a ride. I mean, I'm talking to a giant mushroom, so... I haven't felt that young in ages. I like you, youngling. You put in the work while the others sit in their fancy court, leaving old Marasmius to keep the fey rings thriving. Here, take one of my spores back with you to the heart of the forest. Find somewhere nice and cozy for me to rest, will you? Come back and visit me whenever you like. Court and I can keep an eye on things for now, but there will always be plenty for you to do here. Might even be something special in it for you.
The Weald welcomes you. Now, where did I put that?
You can go right here.
Well,
It's nice to stretch out again. I've missed this place, you know. Marasmius pauses for a moment. Don't tell anyone here I said that, all right?
Come visit soon, yeah?
Marasmius, has the wind borne your return?
Say her, you old tree. The wind had nothing to do with it. Our young friend brought me here.
Then perhaps the Fey Rings will welcome us once more.
Was that what you think? So far, only this mortal has shown me the proper respect.
Their efforts nourish us all. The heart of the forest thrives in your presence.
Well, I do like what you've done with the place. And it seems the court works as diligently as ever.
Fertile soil must be tilled. Grow well, Marasmius.
Don't be a stranger, Zahad. Queen knows good company is hard to find.
How fares your spirit?
What are you doing? Well, I'm trying to tend to these mushrooms for Marasmius. This drought has really hit his poor
Be
roots hard.
one with the forest.
So I just stand in the ring and it'll take me somewhere. Back to the stalks, maybe? There's these other places as well, though. Ah, I can ride these other mushrooms to the other places. So nice to see you again. I've got a special request for you. The Winter Queen herself used to tend directly to groves in the early times. Everything she touched burst with life and power, even the ground she walked on. Over time, the Queen's garden came to be known as the Garden of Night, for the Queen had not tended to her garden in so long, but the ground is still potent with her power. It's the finest meal I've ever had. I know this is indulgent, but you and I both know I deserve it. Sure, dude, I'll get around to that eventually.
Keep up the good work, young one.
Cool, that's all the soul ash the rune carver needed. He should be able to make me some gear now. Hey man, I'm back. You hanging in there?
This place holds
Hey, I got all that soul ash you asked for. Yes, this should be enough to engrave the runes. Upon lesser equipment, that is, potent items will require more soul ash. Yes, soul ash. And you should hold on to it. I will ask for it when the time comes. Alright. The final components you'll need to acquire are vessels, rune vessels, armor to hold the might that will be imbued, and powers, no. Missives, yes. Missives will allow your item to enhance your own personal strengths. But they cannot be the same. No, the two must offer different benefits. All of these can be obtained from souls with the correct crafting knowledge. And lastly, more of my memories. Memories of the runes, of the powers, of myself. Got it. Well, I'm not one for crafting myself, but I'm sure I can find some folks who are. And by that I mean I'll pay random people exorbitant amounts of money for what I need. I'll be back when I have it, my guy.
The past is a shattered mirror.
What on earth is that chain even attached to? Hello, Ysera.
My long slumber
In my
has
dreams,
ended.
I see many things. Elven souls tortured in the moor, a warrior of the night consumed by vengeance, and Arden wields destruction. These visions are ever shifting, ever vague, but I believe Tyrande Whisperwind is key to saving the Night Elves, as well as this realm. Chandris Feathermoon, Tyrande's daughter, is touched by dreams as well. Even now, she travels to the Eternal City. Find her. If anyone can reach the heart of Tyrande, it is her.
Ardenweald. In dreams, I see that Tyrande has a part to play in defending Ardenweald and saving the souls of the Kaldori. Be warned, a potent force seeks to consume her. I pray that you and Chandris are able to free her from it.
I like Chandris, but is she still gonna be mad with me?
So my dreams were true. My Mendo is trapped in a realm of eternal torment. Tell me how to free her.
Nothing has ever escaped the Maw. At least, until certain mortals like this one proved able to return from it.
Hey,
I will not put a life so dear to my heart in the hands of a soldier of the Horde.
Oh, here we go.
Chandris, I know what it is to bear the scars of war. But this Maw-Walker may be your only hope of saving Tyrande.
Yeah, it was only a little genocide. Come on.
Very well. I will set my pain aside. For now. But know that it will never be forgotten.
We worked together in the Eternal Palace. Think of those times, yeah?
The Sentinels stand ready.
Erebos, what a wondrous place. Tell me more about the Night Warrior. Do you not know? I would have thought tale of my Mindo's fury would have spread throughout the Horde. Oh, it did. Your people destroyed Teldrassil, the home of the Kaldorei. The Alliance could not spare soldiers to help retake what remained of Teldrassil, so my Mindo was left with no choice. She beseeched Elune to grant her the power of the Night Warrior, a form of Elune's wrath. Tyrande now holds the fury of Elune within her, but such power has killed anyone else who has wielded it for too long. Okay, I didn't know that last part. I will trust you for now, Feli. But should you betray me, I will ensure you endure the same torments I do.
Consider it done.
I have not seen Tyrande since she departed for Icecrown, but I see her in my dreams. She stalks a nightmarish landscape, brimming with the might of the Night Warrior. Such power is too much for any mortal to bear for long. I shudder to think of the toll it has taken on my Mindo. High Lord Fordragon has told me of them all. If you truly have braved its horrors before, then I ask that you guide me through them as well. We must find Tyrande and convince her to let go of the Night Warrior's rage.
On your mark, no matter what terrors the Maw may hold, we will overcome them. Lead on.
Okay. This way. Right. Now I know this is gonna sound a bit crazy. But we need to go down there. I'll go first, so you can see I'm being truthful. See, like that guy? Watch. The
Maw. It is even more horrific than the High Lord described. How can anyone
This place is
survive
wrong,
this
Feli.
place?
All those who were lost in Teldrassil do not deserve to be tortured here. I have seen bits and pieces of this dark realm in my dreams. Tyrande roams this place. We must find her.
Do not abandon hope.
In my visions, I witnessed Tyrande cutting through an endless storm of malevolent, nightmarish beings. Up ahead, is that? Yes. I believe it is the very place I saw. Come, it may hold a clue as to where my mother has gone.
We must not tarry here. The place shown in my vision lies ahead. Come, we will see if any answers are to be found there. This is my Mindo's handiwork, just as I dreamed. How can anyone
This is
survive this
Tyrande's work.
place?
I saw her cleave through these monsters in my dreams. It looks like there are a trail of corpses. They seem fresh, as if she was just here. We should be able to find Tyrande if we follow the trail of corpses.
We must not tarry. This path of carnage should lead us to her.
This way then. She's killed hundreds of them. Tyrande.
Mindo!
Chandris, why have you come?
My dreams brought me here. We have come to save you.
Foolish child. There is no leaving this place. But you can join me here. Forever.
You will never find the Night Warrior.
seeks to deceive our senses. Keep moving. I see another trail of bodies up ahead.
Down there?
Such
Some vile
darkness
force
and
in this place
despair.
intends to stop us from finding Tyrande. If experience serves, that means we must be on the right track. Some force here seeks to keep us from finding Tyrande. The trail of bodies seems to go into this stream of souls. I suggest we split up. I will follow along the bank of the river. You enter its current and follow the trail. Should you need me, I will be close at hand. We will find Tyrande, no matter where this course leads.
Do not abandon hope. You take the river. I will provide cover from along the bank. Let us hope the real Tyrande awaits us.
No sign of her yet. Other than the bodies, I mean. Oh, there. Is that the real Tyrande this time?
Mindo! Leave the Maw with us, before the Night Warrior's power overwhelms you!
No! Not while our people suffer inside Torghast! I will tear that tower apart, and the Banshee with it!
Whatever evils lurk within the tower that Tyrande seeks, we must not let her face them alone. I cannot afford to lose her trail. I will meet you up ahead.
I'm coming. So you've met Venari then?
How can anyone survive this place?
Tyrande must see reason. She cannot save the Kaldorei if she remains lost within this darkness.
We must not tarry here.
The Night Warrior's power is tearing Tyrande apart. Such rage, it is consuming her. Chandris is silent a moment. And yet, my mother speaks true. We cannot leave the souls of my people to suffer. We shall follow Tyrande into Torghast. We must find a way to save the spirits of the Kaldorei, and in the process, pray that we can save my Mindo as well.
Do not abandon hope. Follow me into Torghast. We must make haste.
Okay. Chandris? Are you here?
Such
I'm
darkness
with you.
and despair.
Let's find her.
More slain monsters. Tyrande must be up ahead. Mindo!
None shall stop me!
Wait!
Oof, watch out. What's that coming off her?
You will know Elud's wrath!
She will let nothing bar her path. We must fight our way through to her. Push forward! The Night Warrior's power threatens to consume her!
Careful, dude. Dude. That was close. I could just go down the side, I suppose. Just in case we need to go back.
Tyrande! Vengeance for Teldrassil!
Man, if Tyrande knew what I did for Sylvanas.
More souls to torment.
Their torment ends now! By a loon, you can bear these souls to safety.
Yes, I can.
The fiend is vulnerable. Strike it down! We must reach Tyrande before it is too late!
I'm with you.
What vile magic is this?
Pain, suffering, no hope.
The souls of the Kaldorei, twisted into that monstrosity! Destroy it! Oblivion would be a kinder fate.
Failed us! Tyrande, the flames! Teldrassil, Sylvanas! Abandoned by Elune! Priestess! The Banshee has won! All life consumed!
Sylvanas will never win! This I vow!
Teldrassil, avenge us!
The Banshee will know your suffering 100-fold!
Hey.
Mendo, come with us. We can leave the darkness of the Maw behind and bring you back to the light. You think this hero of the Horde will aid us? I should strike them down where they stand.
Please don't.
I share your doubts, but I have witnessed them saving lost souls. I believe they can help us.
I can.
You need not trust them, but I ask that you trust me. So be it. See that this champion of the Horde atones for their people's crimes. While I claim vengeance for the Kaldorei. Please, Mawwalker, use the crystal you carry to save these Kaldorei spirits.
Okay.
At least these Kaldorei souls were freed. For the first time in a long while, I feel hope. How can
Tyrande
anyone
will not stop
survive
until
this
the Banshee
place?
Queen is destroyed, or the rage of the Night Warrior consumes her. Chandris pauses, as if whispering a prayer. It is a blessing that the crystal you bear was able to draw in so many souls of those who fell at Teldrassil. I wonder, perhaps my mother's presence touched the Soulkeeper in some way, making it a beacon for those who were lost. allowing Elun's grace to aid them one last time, I would see them saved from this dark place Feli. Me too, I can bring you and these souls to Ardenweald.
Do not abandon. Such darkness and despair.
I cannot fault my mother's intent, but she will be consumed before she finds justice for our people. We must find another way to bring her back. It pains me to leave my mother behind, but the souls of my people must be brought to safety. I heard the attendants in Oribos speaking of a place called Ardenweald, a realm of ancient forests where the spirits of nature slumber. This is a land you know well, is it not? I would see its wonders with my own eyes. Perhaps the spirits there will know how to save my Mindo from the Night Warrior's power.
Do not I will not give up on my mother. But for now, we must help these souls find peace. Come, let us leave this place. Ysera, it is a wonder to see you awakened once more.
My spirit was nearly lost. The touch of the Winter Queen awakened me. Now I am bound to this realm. I sense Kaldorai's spirits in your soul, Keeper Mawwalker. Release them to the wilds of Ardenweald. I am bound to both the dream and the moonless
I'm ready to release the
night.
Night Elf souls into Ardenweald.
The cycle must be preserved.
What will happen to these souls?
They will find peace and respite here. Some may even choose new forms and help tend the groves.
Ysera, I failed to bring Tyrande back. She still wanders the Maw, fueled by the Night Warrior's might, and driven by a relentless rage.
Do not let your heart be troubled, young one. There may be another who can aid us in saving Tyrande Whisperwind.
Oh.
My long
My
slumber
heart aches for
has
Tyrande.
ended.
The might of the Night Warrior is empowering her to battle these monsters, but it will consume her if we do nothing. Chandris and I will investigate a promising whisper that I have heard. I shall call upon you when I know more. Cool, all right. I'm sure we'll save her. And the rest of the lost souls as well.